So if you've been following along on this cycling journey, you'll know that it all started as a weight loss attempt back in 2022. That attempt was a success, and from that attempt, a love for the sport of cycling blossomed. So now, here I am, 2 years later, doing what I love full-time, all thanks to you guys. Today, I'm going to take you along on my 4-hour training ride and give you all some updates on this journey, where we're at, and what's next. And I'm also going to tell you guys some important things I learned as I took my first month of training, quote unquote, off in July. I'll explain in a bit, but for now, I want to thank you guys so much for the support, and let's get into it. All right, good morning, guys. It is currently Saturday. We're kind of bringing the vlogs back. Just a couple updates, some fitness updates, life updates, everything. Alyssa and I are now married. Shout out to the wife, Alyssa Jones, now officially. But yeah, today I have 4 hours on the bike today with some efforts up the climbs. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update. So July, I kind of anticipated that it was going to be a chiller month off the bike. The early season was jam-packed of racing. Pardon me, I had to have a lot of fitness, had to be ready to go pretty much every weekend. So I came into this year knowing that we were getting married in July. It's going to be a really busy July. So in July, I basically did no structured training. I still rode my bike. I picked up running a little bit just to like squeeze in some running when I had time for just to try to keep general fitness. But this was my first time since I've started that I kind of let myself, quote unquote, go a little bit and didn't have it structured, wasn't completely dialed in. And honestly, there were a lot of benefits from that for me. Obviously, some cons related to just direct fitness numbers and output numbers that I'm dealing with right now, trying to build back. But the mental pros from that were huge for me. Like, I'm now not burnt out. I'm motivated as ever going into August towards the back half of the season. Got some really fun stuff coming up. It just felt great to have time to spend with Alyssa, with the family while they were in town for the wedding, all that. Overall, 110%. And I just want to reiterate to you guys that are watching, like going through a similar journey, if you have a vacation or something planned, or, you know, there's family in town, it's okay to take some time off the bike or, you know, chill, try another cross-training activity that's a little bit quicker, like running, but just be careful, don't hurt yourself. But yeah, I guess what I'm getting at and rambling about is it is okay to take time off. Just make sure you plan around it, especially if you are trying to perform at a certain time of year. Don't take 3 weeks off right before your target race, obviously. But, you know, it is okay to have time off mid-season, move stuff around, and it's all going to be okay. So now, after that time off, it is currently, what is today, August 3rd? Yes, today is August 3rd. So going to August, my next race is August 10th, the Cascade Cycling Classic in Bend, Oregon. I'm heading up to Oregon on Wednesday. Going to be doing some stuff up there. It's going to be really fun. I'm guest riding for a team up there. Looking for teams for next year, basically. So I'm not going to spoil that, but there will be a whole video for that as well. But where are we at right now? Well, I thought I'd show you my Training Peaks numbers. I'll screenshot this and send this to editor Nick so he can put it up on the screen right now. But my fitness is 107, form is 4, and fatigue is 90. I've been doing some riding this week. I think my fitness got down to 101. I know some people say these numbers aren't directly translated to fitness. Like, some people don't believe in them, but I believe in them. I stand by them. I think it's great to have that visual metric of where you're at. When I was peaking this year, I was in the 130s with positive form. So, you know, working really hard in the off season through November and December and January, and come, I think February was when I was like high 120s, low 130s with positive form, ready to go. For you guys that don't know, form is the difference between your fitness and fatigue. So if you're in positive form, you're feeling good. You don't want it too positive because then that means you're detrained. Fitness is a number that is directly related to your TSS, basically meaning how fit you are. And the fatigue is how tired you are, how much, you know, training you have stacked on, etc. That's kind of my understanding of it. There's probably, you guys can comment down below. There's probably a lot more to it of that, but that's just kind of put in my broad understanding of fitness, form, and fatigue. But yeah, we're already at 16 hours for the week. I think this week's gonna end up being like a 22-hour week. And nice to have a big volume block after coming back 2 weeks of very, very little volume. So yeah, with that today, again, I have 4 hours planned. Gonna go do some climbs. It's a beautiful day out. It's gonna be kind of warm. But yeah, welcome back to a vlog, a training vlog. I hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos. I think Nick and I, editor Nick, shout out you, I've decided that we're gonna bring these back to have like one higher produced video a week, and maybe one or two of these vlogs a week as well. So comment down below what you think about that. But with that, time to get ready. I gotta get dressed and get out on the bike. Let's do it.
Okay, so again, the plan for today is 4 hours with some efforts mixed in. It's kind of free flowing today and tomorrow. Some tempo efforts and then some threshold if I feel up to it, but nothing too much. But the original plan was to go out towards Sonoma, which is like southeast of me. But little Tyler texted me he's gonna do openers today. So I'll meet up with him for an hour ride, but getting about 45 minutes to an hour in before I go meet him because he had some work to do this morning. So again, I'm all about connecting with people. Little Tyler's kind of been my training buddy for the last couple months. As of late, we've been pretty consistent, working out together, getting our rides done together, and he's been absolutely crushing it. He's racing tomorrow at one of our local road races called Patterson's Pass, and he'll be making a video for the second channel about that, which now I have fully turned over to him. Second channel that started as EJ Races Bikes is now Sports Guy Tyler. Same as second channel. He's been doing a lot of content for it. That's one update for you guys, which is awesome. He deserves it. He's been crushing it. Like, he's just been on this fitness journey that has just been exponentially growing last couple months. Now at like 6.4 watts per kilo for 20 minutes. A climb machine. He's been working on his flat power to make sure he can make it to the climbs. He's gonna be a weapon. And as for me, right now I'm on Foothill Ranch. It's this beautiful climb right by my house. I'm gonna do this. I'm at like high zone 2 right now. Probably do that for a little while, about 300 watts. Putts up it, and then yeah, head over to Tyler's house, meet up with him, keep it going. But we do have some things to talk about today. First thing we're gonna talk about is my weight. Where's my weight at? This all started as a weight loss journey. This whole thing before filming with NorCal Cycling, any of that. I picked up cycling on my own to lose weight. I was like 265 pounds when I started. Lost weight really quickly through cycling. Tons of videos on this channel about that. But little weight update. So because I took July a little bit chiller, because I kind of ate whatever I wanted and definitely splurged at the wedding, I'm about 185 pounds right now. When I'm racing, I like to be around 175 to 180, but I'm kind of learning that it's going to fluctuate. It's going to be okay. Talk to my buddy Dialed Health about all this, and it's gonna ebb and flow, and that's something I'm learning to be okay with. I definitely had some body image issues at the beginning of all this, and you know what, I still think I can win races at 185, and I'm gonna say that with confidence. But the weight is coming off quickly as I get these bigger weeks back onto me. Like, again, this week's gonna be like 25 hours, 22, 25 hours, somewhere in there, and the weight's already shedding off. So you know what, I'm just letting it ebb and flow. I think a good thing that Coach Tyler talked about when we did our recovery video is nutrition for cycling. Pardon me. It's pretty freaking hard to track your calories unless you're going like, unless you're a professional chef or you're going all in on like a 30-day shred. The long-term goal of like tracking everything that goes in your body, it's pretty hard to do. So just be mindful of what you eat and do your best. And again, I took a break from being mindful, blimped up a little bit, but nevertheless mindful again. And the weight is shedding off. And again, that's life. It's way more enjoyable for me to let it ebb and flow rather than stay 175 pounds, you know, whatever percent body fat year round. It's just not my goal. But let's bang out the rest of this climb. We'll talk about future plans, some other stuff, tons more updates for you guys. But first, let's finish this out. How we feeling today, Sports Guy Tyler?
1 hour openers on tap today. We're rolling with EJ on his monster ride for a little bit. It's getting real hot out here.
Oh boy, yeah, as I said, he's going to do a road race tomorrow, so just connected for an hour. Nice to have someone to ride with for an hour, and then the rest is solo in the pain cave. Oh boy. So the updated plan is riding to the end of this road. Tyler's gonna turn around, and then I'm gonna go up one of my favorite climbs, Pine Flat, do a 2 by 10 minute at tempo. And I'm gonna do 3 sprints sprinkled out on the rest of the 4-hour ride. So nothing too crazy today. Some tempo efforts, a little bit of work, and then some sprints. Rest will be in zone 2, which is feeling kind of hard at the end of a long week, but you know what? We push on. Okay, another update question I've been getting a lot is, what is a good old FTP? Well, honestly, right now after July, I knocked all my watts down like about 10-15 watts or so, kind of training around that 385 watt mark. But give it a couple weeks, I think we'll be right back around the 400 watt mark ish, which is kind of where I left off in June. And then you guys need the watt per kilo calculation if you want. I'm like 83 kilos right now, but yeah, I'm hopefully getting back down to 79, 80 here soon. It's really hot out today, so sorry for the panting. We're almost at the end of Chalk Hill. We're gonna say goodbye to Tyler.
I gotta be back in 23 minutes. And I'm 31 minutes in.
All right, turn around.
Oh boy.
Later, dude.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Woo. All right, well, now we're all alone. Okay, so we made it out to the climb that we're doing today, which is Pine Flat here in Healdsburg, California, one of my favorite climbs. I absolutely love this climb. And again, we're doing 2 by 10 minutes at tempo. But before we dive into that, thought I'd give you guys a little update of my goals and whatnot and where everything's heading. Because, yeah, it kind of seems like we're a little bit all over the place right now. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's how I feel. But after some thinking and planning in July, when I had a little bit of downtime, I feel like I got a good direction. So again, September, Gravel Nationals, still planning to go out. Hopefully my gravel bike comes soon. Some complications with that and building it up with parts and stock, but nevertheless, it's coming. My original goal for the year was to get my Cat 1, which very, very lucky and feel very blessed that I got it in February. So yeah, that was my year-long goal, but it happened really, really quickly. I didn't really have a backup, so after that, I kind of switched to doing content, filling stuff in, and I feel like I kind of got, not bored, but just lost direction with that. So yeah, I don't know, the channel's still growing. Again, I appreciate all the support, but I'm excited to have overarching goals again. So Gravel Nationals being the next goal, but then for next year, it looks like we're joining a team. Tyler and I are talking to a couple teams at the moment. I'm gonna do some guest riding through the rest of this year. Like I said, gonna guest ride for the Cascade Classic up in Bend next week. and just try to narrow it down, but I think we have some awesome options. So that's really exciting. I'm beyond stoked to like have people around me. Again, have a team. And it looks like little Tyler and I might be able to end up on the same team, which would be so sick. Just to have someone I can work for in road races as a peer climber, because I don't know if you can see me, as strong as, I can try to get as strong as I want, but I don't think I'll ever be able to keep up with those peer climbers. Just a little bit too heavy, but I am able to bang for like 5 minutes at that domestic level on climbs. So if I can drop people off, be a domestique, be a good team guy, that would honestly just stoke me out. And then give us opportunity to do more contest stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. Again, I'll keep you guys in the loop as I have updates for that search. But yeah, a long-term goal is to get on a pretty good team that competes at a lot of stage races throughout the year, stuff like that. So it's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm still gonna do crits and stuff, but I think I've talked about this before. Crits are definitely not my love of the sport. It's what I should be good at power profile wise, but I don't know. It's just, I don't have that dog in me a lot of the time. I can get into that mindset of being down to dive bomb a corner and down to die to, you know, win crits at a high level, but it's very rare that I can get into that mindset. And then again, I gotta get the power and all the race strategy to go along with it. Had a lot more success last year in flatter road races or rolling road races, so, and time trials. That's kind of where my head's at for next year. Maybe some gravel as well. We're gonna make some gravel, as I said, so sorry for the word diarrhea, but those are some updates for you. And with that, let's start these 10-minute intervals. Ugh. That part is really steep. It is a little hard on this climb because it's undulating to hold steady power, but shooting for like 360 average. See if we can get it. Woo! Ouchie, ouchie. First 10 minutes done. A little change of plans though. I'm gonna descend back down, head into town and do the next 10 minutes on the flat end of town. That way I can end with water, because I'm currently out of water because it's hot out here. I'm gonna need some water after the next effort. It's like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Kind of wimp it out, but I'm still gonna do the next 10 minutes after we descend, so. Whew. Let's get it. All right, let's bust out this next 10 minutes of tempo on the flats and get some much needed water. I'm thirsty. And yeah, I could have kept going up the climb, but being dehydrated isn't smart. Make sure to hydrate if you're watching this. Drink some water. Let's get it. Second effort is done. Definitely a little bit lower on the power on that one. Don't be fooled, the two clips that I got a B-roll during that, I was going up a slide uphill because it's easier to pull the camera out. So it might have looked like I've been doing, I would say in the goal, but I think the average is like 330. So a little bit of, yeah, behind the scenes truth telling. It's not always what it seems. It's just when I pull the camera out, I'm usually going uphill because it's easier to hold the bike with one hand that way. But this is kind of undulating. And on the flats on the downhill, it was really hard to hold power, but part of it, I felt like I got good training stimulus out of it. Spun the legs pretty fast, so let's go get some water, please. I'm so thirsty. okay, got a nice little quick refuel. Got some water, putting extra water on my back because it is hot. We're a little bit over halfway, about 2 hours and 15 minutes into the ride. Done with the meat and potatoes, which is those 2x10 efforts. Just have 3 sprints left, and the rest is zone 2. And comment down below if you like these training vlogs. Again, editor Nick and I plan to bring back 1 or 2 of these per week, and then 1 higher produced video. Probably, I think I'm gonna kick off the KOM in every state next week, so maybe that'll be a weekly series as long as we get enough funding and hype around it. We'll see. So comment down below what you think of that idea, where I'll travel to a bunch of different states, try to get a KOM in every single one. And yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. You guys have been seeming to like the KOM videos, and then of course the race day content, race weekend content, that'll kick back up because we're flying to Oregon on Wednesday. Then we're gonna do that race in Bend. Then we're gonna do a local race at PIR, Portland International Raceway, the racetrack. There's a crit there I'll do as well. So a lot of fun stuff coming, but nevertheless, gotta keep chugging out these numbers. Just zone 2, and maybe I'll set the camera up for for the sprints to make it look cool. Like, I'll go down, set the camera up, sprint, and bye, you guys, pick the camera up. You know, stuff I do for content. So be sure to like the video if you haven't already. That was terrible. Oh, 2 more left. Okay, setting up the camera for sprint number 2. Things I do for you guys for content. I'm so cracked, but we're right at the bottom of the hill going up to my house, so gonna do this 1 more and then we'll be done. Let's get it.
It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me.
Last one. I was really thinking of not filming this one, but we're gonna do it for you guys. Home was right there, so we're almost done.
It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Now.
Oh boy, I'm so salty. I don't know if you can see on the camera. It's hot out. That was hard. Hold on, I gotta shift. But we finished it. 4 hours. I'll show you guys all the stats when I get home. Just a second. Okay, here are all the stats. 4 hours, 76 miles. Average speed 18 miles an hour. Average power 228. Max 1507. 172 TSS. Normalized power 255. Which is honestly perfect. I wanted to go sub 200 TSS on that. Goal was like 170, so 172 we will take. We'll have another big day tomorrow, so I want to make sure I feel okay for that. But oh my gosh, that heat murdered me today. But nevertheless, guys, we're coming into doing this for 2 years now, which is absolutely crazy. So I want to say thank you guys for all the support. This has been an unreal journey. Yeah, hope you guys are enjoying. We got some really fun content coming up, so look forward to filming that. And yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys. So with that, hope you enjoyed this vlog. You'll see many more of these, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.